Welcome to Rec Room. I'm Priscilla Ortega. Today I'm here at Wolf Creek Amphitheater to talk about the 2015 concert season. This past season, Wolf Creek Amphitheater served more than 100,000 people. They had 20 concerts with 15 of them sold out. Here to talk about this season is Wolf Creek Entertainment Coordinator Sandy Poag. Welcome to Rec Room.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
First of all, I want to say congratulations on, again, another amazing season. Once again, you set more records here at Wolf Creek Amphitheater.
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, last year, 2014, we had 17 concerts and 8 of those shows sold out. This year, we had 20 concerts and 15 of those concerts sold out this year, serving over 100,000 patrons once again, as opposed to last year we served just over 70,000. So we are growing tremendously year by year.
Yeah, every year there's more concerts. People seem to be getting the word out.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. This summer we had over 80 artists to grace our stage this summer. It was an amazing time. We were on our feet the entire summer.
So talk a little bit about some of the genres of music that come to Wolf Creek Amphitheater.
Well, we've had great success with a lot of different genres. We've had the blues, we've had reggae, we've had R&B, of course, we've had jazz. Next year we're exploring other genres as well. We've had funk. So we've just about covered them all, but we are looking next year to add new genres.
So there are some popular concert series that keep coming back year after year, it seems like.
That is correct. As you know, this year we had Funk Fest to return as one of the fan favorites, and that festival has grown tremendously. That is because it is a national tour at this time. So we had an amazing time with Funk Fest. We also brought back our Blues Festival. Our Reggae Festival returned, as well as Wolf Creek Funk Parties. On top of that, my favorites, of course, were the Jazz Festivals, which brought in some new, amazing artist lineups that made us just wowed the entire season. As a matter of fact, Boney James closed for us on our last finale, and he was amazing. In the rain, despite the rain, we all had a great time. One of the fan favorite festivals that always come back year after year and is very responsible for Wolf Creek party-like atmosphere, that is the Affordable Old School Concert Series. Those shows were amazing this summer, had us on our feet laughing and dancing and just having a great time. It is definitely a fan favorite, backed by popular demand every season. I must say a special thank you to our host for several of those shows. Lightfoot, MC Lightfoot, he's a renowned comedian and host, and we had a ball with him all summer long. All of those concerts and festivals were very instrumental in setting record sellouts for us here this summer at Wolf Creek, so we're quite grateful and thankful to the patrons for their support.
So let's go in and talk about some of the artists that come for some of these series. Some of those artists come back year after year. You want to talk about some of the specific artists that people keep coming back for?
Yes, we get requests year after year for such artists as Keith Sweat, Mint Condition, Bobby Brown, Gerald Albright, Bobby Rush with the Blues, Erykah Badu, Johnny Gill, Joe, Genuine, Midnight Star. Dougie Fresh is a big popular demand back. Ken Ford is always welcome here at Wolf Creek as well. Big Daddy Kane, Mars Day, just to name a few. There are so many to name here at this time.
Those are some pretty big names. And what about some new artists that made their debut this season? You want to talk about some of those?
Absolutely. We had, once again, over 80 artists to grace our stage this summer. And many of them were newcomers. Stephanie Mills was a newcomer at Wolf Creek Amphitheater. Angela Wimbush, R. Kelly, Flora Tree Reunions, Anthony Hamilton, In Vogue, Chrisette Michelle, Kendrick the Family Soul, Eric Roberson, Kim was an all-time favorite. The Foreign Exchange, Zap, Confunction, Alex Bouillon, Boney James, Cameo, Atlantic Star, Marion Meadows, Paul Taylor, Pieces of a Dream, Kanye Doss, and Will Downing, just to name a few. I'm sure I'm missing quite a few, but please forgive me for that. It was just an amazing summer.
And which concerts and which artists typically sell out faster than the other ones?
Well, they all are equal sellouts in their own rights, depending on their genres, of course, you know, but we have a show that it's called the All ATL Show. It sells out a month in advance. Because the artists are local artists from Atlanta and phenomenal artists, Jagged Edge, Silk, 112, these guys put on an amazing show. So year after year, they're backed by popular demand, and they sell out a month in advance. So I want to let the patrons know that 2016, please start early.
And when someone goes to like a concert, they're not just seeing one artist, they're seeing like a few big names come at once. Is that right?
Absolutely. I think that what makes Wolf Creek such a wonderful venue is that it is quite affordable. We have great concert ticket prices and fees, and you don't just get a concert. You really get one of the biggest parties in Atlanta. I mean, you get a comedian, you get a world-renowned DJ playing music throughout the intermissions along with artists. So you can't beat that value.
So with all those famous people brushing shoulders with you, do you have any stories you can share with us about any artists that you got a chance to talk to or meet or see?
Wow, they all have been phenomenal artists, and they all boast about Wolf Creek Amphitheater and want to come back year after year. We get emails and calls from them. Fantasia, she's a favorite as well. So no real stories that I can share on the air, but we have had great times with all the artists.
Great. Well, of course, the artists are what bring people in, but once people get here, they are blown away by the whole amphitheater. Talk to us a little bit about what the amphitheater has to offer for someone who hasn't been here before.
Absolutely. With the amphitheater, once again, it sits on over 400 acres. It is a state-of-the-art venue with over 52 ladies' rooms, so there's no waiting in line.
Very important.
Absolutely, with an attendant in the ladies' room all night long, keeping it replenished and clean. And just a little private joke here, my staff calls me the air freshener plug-in queen, so that can give you a little idea of how important keeping those ladies' rooms clean and smelling great are to me.
Much
so
appreciated.
yes, so we also offer free parking at Wolf Creek Amphitheater and free shuttle bus rides from our off-site parking lot. I mean, these are wonderful 25-passenger shuttle buses that are air-conditioned and just phenomenal buses that will bring you from the off-site parking lot directly to the gate, and that is customer service. And our mantra from day one has been best-in-class customer service. We wanted everyone to come out and experience the Wolf Creek experience and have a great time and be eager to return every show.
Awesome. So people can bring their lawn chairs, they can sit in the grass. What about table seating? How does that work?
Absolutely. We offer VIP table seatings. We also offer reserved seating as well as lawn seating. We also have 2 phenomenal skyboxes that are for corporate sponsorships that can seat up to 100 patrons as well. So we offer quite a bit. We have our own on-site vendors. In spite of the fact that you can bring in your own food and beverages, we still have wonderful food trucks and very new vendors all summer long that are here on the premises for your convenience. The venue just offers so much space and so much great amenities that it is really a world-class venue.
And you mentioned people can bring in their own food and beverages. What is the limit on that?
Yes, there is a limit. Yes, and we've been enforcing this rule all summer, and I think we've gotten the message out. The cooler size is 38 quarts. Please, no larger than 38 quarts. We will also be instituting a few more new policies and procedures for next summer, 2016, so we request and ask that the patrons please follow our website, throughout the fall and the winter, because we will be updating, we will be adding some new rules and regulations for next summer so that everyone can really have a great time and we can consume space and make sure everybody's comfortable. And that is the key here. We want to make sure that everyone has a great Wolf Creek experience.
Definitely, so stay tuned to wolfcreekamphitheater.com, and FGTV will bring those updates as well.
Thank you.
And let's talk about one possible update that I heard rumors about: big screens coming to the amphitheater.
Yes, now that's going to be a real treat for next summer. We are going to install our own large LED screens, and I don't want to quote myself, but I think they're 11 by 20, but they are extremely beautiful. Will be mounted to the walls exactly where the old ones were, but they're twice the size, and they will fill the entire block. There will be two, one on each side of the stage, just as it was this summer, but they will be much larger and beautiful. I mean, the patrons are in for a real big treat this summer. 2016.
That's just one thing to look forward to. Stay with us. We'll talk a little bit more about the future of the amphitheater.
Great. Thank you.
Well, the one thing fans keep saying is that they will continue to come back to Wolf Creek Amphitheater. Stay with us and we'll talk to you about what those fans can expect in the future. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rec Room. I'm Priscilla Ortega. Once again, we're here at Wolf Creek Amphitheater to talk about this past concert season. It was another record-breaking season with 20 concerts. 15 of them were sold out. More than 100,000 people came here to listen to a concert. Once again, thank you for sticking with us, Sandy.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about some of the awards and recognition that the Wolf Creek Amphitheater has received.
Absolutely. Well, we were honored in 2013 to receive the Community Catalyst Development Award from the South Fulton Community Outlook group. We were excited about that. It meant a lot to me because it really showed that someone was paying attention to all the hard work that we put into the venue. It was awesome.
It's definitely a lot of hard work and a lot of good recognition that you're getting from residents. So what can those residents expect next season for 2016?
Well, next season I can tell you that if you were wowed by our 2015 concert lineup, you will be equally excited about 2016. We are looking to add new genres and more Grammy Award-winning artists to the lineups.
And there was already plenty of award-winning artists this last season. How many did you say there were?
Oh, wow. There were over 80 artists to grace our stage this summer. Oh, so many. It's hard to name, and it's hard to believe that the summer's over.
So what can people expect next year? I heard you mentioned a little bit about those big screens.
Yes, absolutely. We do have brand new LED screens that will be mounted to our stage on each side that are twice the size of the ones that you're used to. So the patrons would be so excited to see this, and it's a big surprise for next season. We also have other surprises in the making, just that I can't make any announcements on those just yet.
Anything else added to the venue that you can talk about?
Well, we're currently under construction for a new green room for our artists, and they will be amazed as well. We are going to have a new green room that will seat over 40 of the artists, their backline, their band members, their singers, and they can all have their meals at one time. We've outgrown the area that we've been using for the past 4 years now. So we will be getting a new green room, and they will be very excited to know that it is going to be ready and available for 2016.
And what about any goals? Do you plan to have more concerts, or is 20 about the max?
Well, no, 20 is not the max, and believe it or not, it would have been more than 20 this summer. But we had to put a cap on it sooner or later, so we decided to make it 20, but we could have gone past 20 this summer. Next summer, we are looking to add new genres, and we're in the works now to do that. So there will be more than 20 concerts next season.
Are there any other events that happen here besides these concerts?
Yes, we had the opportunity to offer the community a free movie night for the children and their families, and it was an awesome night. We featured Annie, the movie Annie, with Jamie Foxx, and it was a wonderful evening. We're looking to expand on those types of events for the community next summer, and we still have another surprise up our sleeve in that category as well.
Another surprise, like another concert, or?
Concert-like.
Concert light. Okay, definitely. We'll definitely keep in touch with that.
Okay.
So let's talk about what the amphitheater has done for the community. I hear a lot of great feedback from residents, you know, in South Fulton in particular.
Yes, we get a lot of emails daily, and we thank the patrons for emailing us and sharing their concerns, and also giving us great advice on things that they think that we can do better. We appreciate that, and we welcome those emails. We've only heard great things about our venue, and especially from patrons that live close by. They simply tell us, thank you so much for the wonderful shows. These are definitely world-class concerts and award-winning concerts. They thank us because they're right here in their community. They don't have to drive so far across town to any other venue to see such wonderful shows. And they can leave the concerts and be home in less than 10 minutes. Who can beat that?
Right. Well, there are some people that are a little bit farther from home because this amphitheater and these artists, they bring in people from across the state, right?
Absolutely, across the country, believe it or not. We had folks here, our jazz finale with Boney James, Marion Meadows, and also Paul Taylor, that were here from London, England.
Wow.
Yes, and they were amazed at the venue. We track our patrons through Ticket Alternative, and that's our ticketing company. And they've shared with us that we have patrons purchasing our tickets from every 50 state in the United States. Wow. So that's amazing to us. We keep track of our patrons, and we're in touch with them. So we ask people to like us on Facebook, on Twitter, on our Instagram us. So we keep in touch with our patrons, and we really appreciate what social media has done for Wolf Creek Amphitheater.
And so you want residents to reach out to you and give you feedback on what they want to come back.
Absolutely. That plays a big part in our lineups every year, because we want to give the patrons what they want to see and what they want to hear. That makes everything work better for us. Our shows are successful, and I think that's one of the main reasons why we were instrumental in setting records this summer with 15 sold-out concerts out of 20 shows. So much I'm getting tongue-tied here. I can't get the numbers out. Yes, so it's been a long season. It's been a wonderful season. We had great weather. This past final show was the only show where we had drizzling rain, but believe it or not, we had over 4,000 patrons that sat there in the rain and had a fabulous time at the jazz show with Boney James.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. Do you have any final comments?
Final comments are, I want to just say thank you again to the community, to all of the fabulous patrons that helped us set a record this summer again. We couldn't have done it without your support. We ask that you stay with us, and we'll see you again in 2016 for another exciting season.
Definitely. I'm sure everyone's very much anticipating that. Well, thank you so much. I know that this season just wrapped up, but I'm pretty sure you're already working on next season.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no rest.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to work. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, we'll talk to Sandy again once the next season approaches. But coming up on Rec Room, we head to the Fulton County Animal Services, where there are some new upgrades thanks to a generous donation. Stay with us. Welcome back to Rec Room. I'm Priscilla Ortega. I'm here at the Fulton County Animal Services with Lara Hudson to talk about some of the recent upgrades that they had to the animal shelter. Welcome to Rec Room.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
So we are standing in front of one of the newest additions, so talk to us a little bit about it.
Sure. So we give tours through our facility all the time, and people are always asking how they can help. And Anissa Telwark Caker came through the facility and asked what could she do to help. She made a significant donation for us to upgrade our exercise yards and this meet and greet area that you see behind us. Part of what Anissa International does is help charitable organizations like Lifeline Animal Project and Fulton County Animal Services.
So this is just one of the projects.
That's right.
So why is this project so significant to the shelter?
Well, it accomplishes one of three things, actually. The first thing that it helps us with is it gets more people through the door to adopt animals, which obviously is our ultimate goal. This meet and greet area that you see behind me allows people who have pets at home to have a kind of neutral area to introduce their pets to a possible adoptee. We also have exercise yards around the side of the facility that allows people to come in and spend time in a free roaming area with a potential adoptee. Secondly, it allows animals to get out and get some fresh air. They're in the, inside all the time in a run until they get adopted, and it's nice for them to get out and stretch their legs. And thirdly, it gives them a place to stay while their runs are being cleaned during the morning hours so that they don't have to be tied up on the side of the cages and wait until their run is clean. They can go out and get some fresh air. So it's just been real fabulous. We've been so grateful to have her, take a part in this improvement for our facility.
And I also know that you guys are working towards a goal in the next month and hopefully the next year. Talk a little bit about that goal.
Sure. So Lifeline Animal Project launched an I'm In campaign, and it's encouraging people to be a part of making the Metro Atlanta area no-kill by the end of 2016. There's lots of things people can do to help us get there. They don't necessarily have to come in and adopt an animal, even though we would like them to. We have a great foster program. We have a great volunteer program. They can talk to their neighbors about the importance of spay and neuter. That's a simple thing to do. It doesn't cost a dime and it doesn't take a lot of time. But if they'll go on to lifelineanimal.org and make a pledge, it also lets elected officials and city councilmen and women know that it is important for us to become no-kill by the end of 2016. And like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time and we really could use the help.
All right, is there anything else you want to talk to us about today?
I just want to encourage everyone to please come by the facility, even if you're not in the market to adopt an animal. Please come by and speak with our great staff here who can let you know what you can do to help, and just take a tour of the facility and this great project sponsored by ANISA International.
All right, great. Thank you so much for all that information.
Thank you.
If you would like more information about the Fulton County Animal Services, go to the website on your screen. We'll be right back. Well, that's all the time we have for Rec Room. Once again, I would like to thank Wolf Creek Amphitheater Entertainment Manager Sandy Poag for talking with us about this past concert season. And also thank you to Lara Hudson from Animal Services for talking with us as well. Well, don't forget to connect with us online, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Until next time, we'll see you then.